This is an older song that I like to play when I've got a piano around. I wrote this when I was living in Chicago still, and there was this bar I used to play at over by, if you know where Gary, Indiana is. I used to go gig over there, and there was this place that I pulled up to the first time I ever played there. This is a completely true story. I pulled up, and I called my parents, and I said, I'm either going to get shot tonight, or this is going to be awesome. And I went into this place, and it was fantastic. I got to know over the next 4 or 5 years, I got to know a lot of the people that hung out there. Some of them actually came to my wedding. One of them, his son was unfortunately, before I met him, his son died in a motorcycle crash. They used to do an annual ride for him, and they would have us play it every year. So my point being, we really connected. And when the recession hit in 2009, that was within the first year or so when I was playing out there. These guys, most of them worked in some of the mills that were still operating around that area, and they were all just kind of cut loose, and they would come to the bar and just drink, I guess just to escape it, and we would play for 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever it was. And I got done with one of the shows, and this guy came up to me. It was like, "Oh, this is a great night, but I'm out of here. I got to get home. I'm gonna take the Whiskey Roads." I was like, "What? What the Whiskey Roads? Never heard that before." He was like, "Oh, it's like the roads. They're not really on the map. They're like the dirt roads. The cops don't really know about them." And I was like, "All right, I see where this is going." And he just went off into the darkness, and I saw him again, so it all worked out. But I got up the next day, and I was like, "Man, Whiskey Roads, that's got to be a song. Like someone has to have already written that." So I looked it up, and all I could find was Whiskey River, the Willie Nelson song. And like, I guess I'm in the clear. I don't know how no one's written this song before. So I sat down and I started thinking about that guy, and then I started thinking about all the people in that bar and people in other parts of the country that I've been running into, given the circumstances with the recession going on. And was asking myself what it would be like if that would happen to me, which, of course, if you fast forward 11 years, it happened to me. The pandemic for music was like no one ever thought, we always thought we were like bulletproof, People still go out to drink, they go to the bars, music's always needed, but there was a moment where that did not actually happen. And so I put this together pretty quickly and started playing it, and it always felt really good. And when I went to record it, it's on an album of mine called Tracks on Fire. When I went to record it, I was going to do the full band version that we had worked out. And the guy that was producing the album with me, he was like, you play piano. He's like, you should do one song on here, just you and the piano. And so we sat down, and I was like, I got to think about what am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's like, oh, Whiskey Roads, we haven't recorded that yet. Maybe I can play this. And so I just kind of worked out a little thing real fast. And we're like, all right, we'll do a take. Took the take. That's what's on the record. So it was like I hadn't really practiced it or anything. It just sort of worked out, and magic in the studio. So when I have a piano around, I like to do it because it's kind of, it's where it belongs. So here we go. Shelley, she pours them strong. And this month has been too long. The plant's cutting jobs down the line. And come Monday, it could be yours, it could be mine. So my friend, raise up your glass. May the Lord have mercy on your ass. And the hay bales burn in the wind, guiding me home once again. And there ain't no patrol through the skull and bones on the whiskey roads. And Joanne was sitting 2 seats down, said she was thinking about leaving town. And Roll Me Away came on the jukebox, and I ordered another Round the Rocks. I said, Joanne, well, do you want to dance? For again we may never have this chance. And the hay bales burn in the wind, guiding me home once again. And there ain't no patrol through the skull and bones on the whiskey roads. Oh, it's just dirt neath my wheels as I'm hauling through these fields, following the firelight. Oh, please lead me home safe tonight. And the hay bales burn in the wind, guiding me home once again. And there ain't no patrol through the skull and bones. Oh, there ain't no patrol through the skull and bones on the whiskey roads. Thank you. Thank you.